na sawochi konkoya na trasa samaba 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 na sawochi konkoya na trasa samaba
asamaba na se tro na ye kenoforiata what do you say one fa obuoni ani die magana fo a membetwa ye tro ensa so be dada ye na mo na motimo opposition ana na mo ka say even po $1 to 3 cedis no sa abra no po no mo ano mo hwe economy no so no mo abon ene mo de nam $1 to slightly above 11 Ghana cedis eno no be ka che say matter the corner of the economy. You Tonton Sansan ye boy. Hwade we mame fa ye data ni binto. Abemfo bi nso beba be ka me ho. Na data na se de sitie no. Eno so madan na di e de akyeremo. In fact, ye betie Ghana fo bi nso a wo moti wo Ghana, wo moti wo gya ho a wo nim se de esi hihye wo fa. Ye betie minority leader eye Dr. Kasila to forcing and afi so honorable Isaac Adongo we ranking of finance committee no so. But answer na no tie we. Se wa wo ba ho mbodin to anamo na ko Google. Now she said ye see project economy no baby e benyina dru wo afi we mu a finance minister Kenoforiata beka chere say economy no benyini abedru 2.8% enre ya wo begina mrache bedwafie wo abra o ka chere economy no say asase e mani musuro wo chere say sa 2.8 no munyanya na say by 2023 afi no mra na wie ye na afi we mra na wie ye no na economy no enyini adru 1.5%. Ye GDP growth no na do 1.5%. Na just on my money sika nyina na enoma ye wo ya ho ode a ye economy no city no beba bedru wo hanchiche mu ba kwa chirepo enum. Afei in fact no kra no minority no kra say omo doubts. Omo dwen say sa de ne yentimi nya. Wa hwe kra ye mpa 1% ho. Eno na nchen. 2022 budget no omo share Ghana for boss say in fact, there will be zero financing from the domestic market. Domestic market mo enkobo bosia womo share sabono ewo 2022 budget nim. Ene Kenoforiata abegina ye nimu ka che say wabra wo manje akwansre enfri mrase bedwafo ho no. Womo ekoye koboro eye T-bill, treasury bill, omubowura treasury bill market ni mu. Ekobo bosia 5.5 billion Ghana cedis. Wabra o manje akwansre, wabra o manje permission, wabra o manje approval, every parliament wo. Obowura T-bill market or treasury bill market wo. Ekobo bosia free Ghana heya. O ka say ye mo bosia ye through domestic market. Ye mo wura domestic market okobo bosia through ye T-bill market about 5.5 billion Ghana cedis enra Kenoforiata de to yanim. Afe wasa akoso aka che say he say edananim in fact eyade a wode ato na adwem eyanam a wo ba betu so besa another bosia of 41.3 billion and sana afiwe abana wieye obi a wo share bo say obeye zero financing from the domestic market wakobo bosia 5.5 billion every treasury bill market one kan chemra se bedwafo one fa eye parliamentary approval so na wasa edia two trim say wo baba bosia 41.3 billion and sana afiwe abana wieye now 80 wenti na eni say ya wanwa say he say inflation no enyina faako wenti na eni say ya wanwa was say ya wanwa say inflation no kwa na ekosoro and afa so memma ne nya wanwa say Bank of Ghana the monetary policies and I said nenhyehyɛ ya ebeboa me abobosia ebeboa me di akoniaba edi nkutahudie ewo sikakorabia no nenhyehyɛ ni nyina no memma ne nya wanwa say enam saa de we ya aban yi he say wa me ma me mamuso the monetary policy rate ni nyina wasase increase no wonder say lending rate ekosoro afei so by end of the year and 2023 way afi we mra na wie ye no memma ne nya nwanwa se inflation no ba bi egina no wa hwe be kosoro achensa ena me no ma we ya aban we eye it is na wo begina wanim no ka cho se wa turn the corner of the economy and say wa ma economy ni musu a enye no kore afi hwade we na ye wa kwanya kase pa se ye betimi ama lending rate no aba form at least under 15%. Nanso enam abanya na montuo ne ne noma ahodo a woye ewo bosia bo bebrebe ene sikadie basa ekoso ewo aban mu nti lending rate ene market rate enam soro eba treasury bill na treasury bill rate na it is no longer yes 14% and ye gina no say and then 23%, 24%. I want to say ejina treasury bill rate no. Kaneno near the number 14%, 15% mu hono. They say treasury bill rate no and then 23 to 24%. I will say kabi bichao who gana near wutiemia and now wutie kano foriata waka say they say wo my economy ni muso. Afa yemra yesika ya ye friend city abemfo no beka mo ho obete de omo so beka. Yesidi yes, a woman say abegina faako. Babra na NDC aban no free aban no so no. And as NDC free aban no, na ye gina 3.84 Ghana cedis to $1. Enum pono na ba umie ka kire Ghana fo nyina say enam say ye sika sam fapem enyina ye no. Enti na exchange rate no I expose to Mahama. And na ye cedi no enam somewhere around 11 Ghana cedis to $1. Abaso. It is simply because se no say na ho ade no ejina faako na entin ko ehuri nkosoro bebre na say entin ma fom bebre a it is simply because e ka na Ghana ade no e ka bebre ba ye de no eninam 11 billion Ghana cedis no yentwiaye enti amasika kakra bi abeda ye ho me wasaka no so ye dai eda yanim amasika kakra bi abeda ho a yetimi di ahye yesika semu a amasidi no abegina faako but eka eda so da ho eka na yentua ye no eno nti na amasidi no na ho ode no achi abegina faako a ente ma afom eno mpo 11 cities impo because your default services of our debts eka bi to say euro bond o ma o mo boy bosia wo euro bond market ho China ye de omuka yentuaye Saudi Arabia ye de omuka yentuaye India ye de omuka yentuaye UK ye de omuka yentuaye Japan ye de omuka yentuaye France ye de omuka yentuaye Czech Republic ye de omuka yentuaye ena na Dr. Kasila to force nkre ka se empo se Togo mpo se ye de omuka enya nwa se eno so yentuaye enam se ye de kana yentuaye nti amaka kra beda ho aboa ama sidi no achi abegina faako but ye wo se hunu ne se ye wura 2024 ni mu na ebehia se wo se ye tua ye ka no anase ye chance se ye tua ye ka na sidi no ebesa atia ba fom na ho de ne besa atia ba fom eti where lies that statement say ya turn corner no ko ya fe yansa se ne mfre abenfo no where lies the case say ya turn corner no because in January 2024 ye day ekaye da ho ya yetu aseda yesi ye kansi yesi ye kura ye ka ho yesi ese de yamaye holiday kakra se yenje ya home e wo ye ka ni tue mu no by 2024 January bosomi edi kan no wo besa ba boy apuru se Jack ebra so mo fo yesi kamera ye na se ye ya adwen se ye tu anamo se ye kotua edi ne besi wo the reserve no kra de minya ma ho kasa me ba wa eno wo sekra befem mi jama eno no mi jama abenfo no ba yentie eye honorable Isaac Adongo a wo ranking e wo finance committee no so enra wa bra no ne nsantwefo ehia ya no kasa ana wo cheche sanye wo si hunu nia kenoforiata ebeka che tie we mame.
The finance minister says he has turned the corner. You have turned the corner when inflation is 42%. Is that the corner? You have turned the corner when you are reporting that even by the end of the year, your reserves will only be 0.8 months. That is less than 1 month of reserves at the Bank of Ghana. And you said that is turning the corner. You have turned the corner when the governor and the MPC just recently increased monetary policy rate to 30%. You have turned the corner when the Bank of Ghana has reported that the cedi has depreciated by 30%. So quite clearly, he is not even near the corner, let alone to turn it. You have turned the corner when your central bank, the Bank of Ghana, has actually recorded negative reserves at the Bank of Ghana to the tune of 70 billion Ghana cedis. What it means is that all the monies in our banks that they force them to save with the Bank of Ghana that we call prudential reserves, Sikanashi, Bank of Ghana has wasted all that money. All the monies they've been borrowing from abroad in foreign currency to support the cedi is gone. As a matter of fact, if you even take away government debt that they have impaired of 48 billion, you will see that the Bank of Ghana has a whole of 22 billion. So it is not government. And you come here and say you have turned the corner. What this means is that the Bank of Ghana itself, as we speak, is not fit for purpose.
Okay, Bank of Ghana the you be back later. Now bo sikadie bia eno so dey akoso ho. Ba yentie sabre yentie finance minister na mu wabra no wo kire say economy no asase ama ne mu so na turning the corner no okobrofo kasa mu a ena mo amoye business no mo ye captains of the industry sa brofo anase sa phrase we mo beti ase ye pa wo kwan we so say turn the corner phrase no de kire ni pass the critical point and start to improve. The industry has turned the corner and things are looking up. Not just say, what you baby na say no, a bra na say no, said you're not to be no, as ya say no. He said, yeah, what Daniel Frisati be any mama say, who shall say etum pound. It is a finance minister can for the air catcher say, your economy not turn the corner now. Your partner say, baby are not at your pansama na say a pra, na your hunya corner, or be as one person boy or bosiano. Your free sati be any mama, they said, yeah, yasa say my muso. But question is say, a bra almost say your boss, or mobabasis or my Ghana Sabrano. Someone no more say, because me kaipa somewhere in 2008, 2012, and even 2016. Nana Akufo-Addo ne verdict ewo Ghana economy no mo sabra ne say your economy no nya modern economy na eya tetekwa economy eya Gwagisberg bremu ena na ne ye sanhye no etu omo ba no wo mo de ekwan foforo na eba ekwan foforo no mo sie say wo mo de ba na no nie as say your foreign reserve mpo no entimi ndi ye bosome baako Yesika edasika krabia ewa amanania ye betimi de ho atoso no eno entimi ndi bosome baako no eno ne modern economy no yentie kenofori atabra na wode sansam yitudwa.
8 months ago I presented a 2023 budget statement economic policy of the government in Kabom budget. At the time the economy was going through a very difficult period amidst unprecedented global turbulence. This was within the context of major external shocks coupled with domestic vulnerabilities triggered by credit rating downgrades, tightened domestic financing conditions, and increased costs of borrowing, with the cost of shipping a container increasing 7-fold in the 18 months following March 2020. Just about every country in the world grappled with soaring prices from 2021. Our country, like many others globally, experienced unusually sharp increases in food, fertilizer and fuel prices, rising inflation and exchange rate depreciation, leading to severe economic challenges and hardships for our people. A headline in the December 2022 edition of The Economist captured the global situation in these words, quote, 2022 has been a year of brutal inflation. Mr. Speaker, it is no exaggeration to say we cannot find another period in our history where so many different headwinds hit our economy at the same time with unrelenting speed and scale. Thankfully, as the members are beginning to show, and as many honorable members of the House have indicated to me in our engagements, we have together as a nation turned the corner.
Okay, also yen na yakaboma. He say ye free to be a born in ma. He say yasha say ye ma yemuso. Ye ma yemuso na okasafa ye sika 7 Dr. Obri ye boa ewa homano so ye economist. So wa hwe patenta mu na hwe Ghana 40 bia mu ne yasetere mu a ne finance minister Kenofriata e ka no no kra na doc me mo ache mo akwaba. But as a pass what Japan yes on here because as I share you see na ho den o share inflation rate interest rate ne and normal ho do a aye susu dia ye de hwe ba bia ye sika semu gina ene ne ye Kenofriata e ka say ya sase e tene kona say ya sase ma ye musu we sika semu no ene ni hia na say ene ne bo abra
yo me right dey kai ma menchia o tie for ene ahwefo nyina ye dobo ade asese ode enkwa che Dedi kai meka se utie statements na finance minister make consistently say we have 10 things around that and yet consistent with the figures na or the buy no. I think that the last few years the vice president actually Ghana for say whenever we are talking we should back with data.
That's right.
And we will support the argument with data. So on several occasions as part of the speech now, we deliver, he made a statement to the effect that we have 10 things around. We have 10 things around. If the statement had been, we are turning things around, maybe and coming, maybe. The emphasis is Yadaneno. Then let's look at the figures now. Yadaneno. Ghana's economy. In the year 2022, stage ben and a woman. Mira, Seofa dollar any CD relationship wa. As at Maya, na Ghana, ye ko IMF no. Na dollar any CD, na ye tobacco around 11.4. Enea meno kasei, sen ye city. Over the period, after see ko IMF no, dollar na kosoro. Ana asaye den aba from into a fracturity. What this means is that dollar nintimin per K against no CD nintimin per K against the US dollar.
Okay.
Into okay economics and one summer very difficult to say and yema yeden peke. So we share inflation. Even the month of March, inflation yeden eba from but April May inflation as a kosubim. It came down every drew 42.1.
That's true.
And I 43 once again. Even though one will argue, as of December, the inflation is 54%. But yen economists need to say, so we had the month of February, inflation reduced from 54% to 44 now. It was cosmetics. And my movie criticized say that approach, Ghana Statistical Service. So on figures or the basis, that sharp decline here then a buy a basic information in here anyhow. Again, so we share the budget statement. Now we share the revised figure. Now even though the finance minister the CD or the interest rate then from and unfortunately obey argument solely on the T-bill rate.
That's right.
But when Ghanaians or when bankers are talking about the interest rates, how to compute interest rate, it's not solely about the T-bill rate. There are other components, and all the components, speaks against figures not there than ever to For the want of time, Mamin Kabakope said bank for air compute how much they should charge as the interest rate to customers. The key determinant they make that decision the government policy rate or the central bank monetary policy rate. The central bank policy monetary rate simply because the bank can be a children no person or central bank Bank of Ghana and only the figure central bank making the decision. And just last 2 weeks, central bank increased the policy rate by 0.5%. Amane, I could do 30%. It's one of the highest in the sub-Saharan Africa. So when you are talking about interest rate component here. This cannot be true. Say interest rate component, interest rate and I'm using interest rate advisably as against the public because it is not about buying or bosia or and not to for clients and fahon. But as an investor, as an ordinary Ghanaians, how much does it cost them? Yeah. And some of it our bank and only the most important thing to the ordinary Ghanaian. And through that figure, no, and we will create employment. And through that figure, no, or through that rate, and a bit me abua, a proposed growth, na economy near then. So when the minister used only that sharp decline of the interest rate on the average of 33% after December, about 22% now, and you're not correct. Say economy ni age na. Mameka say interest rate is so. The central bank in the world, the sole regulator of the interest rate. And the on all turn had there. Adia chair ultimately decide they say, my dear na boy 50 pesos, no, media matum adequate 1 Ghana cedi. It is up to the public see a beko akota and nasi anything, young konkoto. That's right. In any case, looking at the economy Ghana today, we do not have an alternative. So, who investor now or SS funds? The law that governs financial institutions and mandate to say you need to have a primary reserve and the secondary reserve. And Emrano Emania and say Usikani Biwa, this was the Koto government treasury bill. Yeah. And the only option whether we reduce or increase yeah. As a Saudi BA at all. And the Abena using or the central bank using the same parameters and reducing that figures at the above form from the BMT cannot be touted as an achievement. I just say my muso, but try to be briefly and son of my dog. So we share and Namo buying 2 year Obora a treasury market war and as a treasury bill market war without parliamentary approval. D can buy 5.5 billion Ghana cedis. Net that's so I want to say we betu anamon bia bobosia 41.3 billion Ghana cedis and sana afiwe abana wie ye no ensu so ban e na betimenya e we sika sem so na fe so last one argument a honorable Dr. Casilla to force where minority leader e make say yeka ye de China ni amama hodo na fe so o mo bobo bosia wo Euro bond market no yeka ye de a ye ntua no and also can be na yesidi as an award no antia man from bebre sasam no kind no cre ansa no abati bill no dey so mame kwame me pasho ma wo you can say news editors intro asama me ba be kan fan to ho. Okay. Ghana is a candidate for another debt exchange. Hey. Ghana, we are likely to go for another debt exchange in 2025 and beyond. Why do I say so? Question this and we bill. So the debt exchange on my Ghana, yeah. You modernize your picky, you're picking from Jamaica for her. And Jamaica modern now we are seeing now. Amaya my debt exchange. Now on my Greece and Jamaica dear and a popular one. Nemra on my Ghana, ye quay debt exchange, ye picky free Jamaica. On my Jamaica area the debt exchange in the year 2020, else in the year 2010, on also affecting only the bond holders and Kwan. 3 years after so year the debt exchange, economy no ye equaya troka to said they say ye the end so so they came back and attached treasure bill holders and the economy near then SA. So we share the trajectory or the path of Ministry of Finance taking now. I will not be too surprised in the year 20 because of the elections and the and so kind full budget now. I think there is a column, my highlight by me. There is a column that indicates that Abane is still negotiating with other bodies on another debt exchange in the same media budget review. I took time to read the whole document last night. So that means that the debt exchange has not ended. But let's stick to the T-bill rate. T-bills, no. Abino, the entire maker say we are likely to go for another debt exchange, you know. So, Mikuta business, graphic business, publication, you know, let me give the date, said the day I was here for. That was on the Monday, Tuesday, May 30th. Graphic business. Headline, no, that's on T-bills, threat to debt restructuring effort. And T-bills is a threat to debt restructuring effort. As someone or can at time say T-bill alone no constitute more than 40% of the total debt Wow. Sometimes no now just only probably a proportion of 5 million they are to force Now minister is saying that within the year Oko borrow another 41.3
billion. Yes.
Ghana cedis. Yes. So we share a buying debt a bar format. Cuba no kwan ne gina so and we see we hear more space at the manage economy na ade obeye ne say after say abeto ababewi obere ne they will come back to Ghanaians and do debt restructuring on the T-bills just as Jamaicans did. So I am very cautious and I'm afraid the pace na in fact Kwame, for the point of correction, T-bills as at even May na make can constitute 52% of the total debt.
52%.
52.
Let's just say you carrying in our phone.
Yes, as at May na make can based on graphic business, T-bills try to get restructuring effort, and then another banner headline.
Wow.
And if the minister tells Ghanaians that they are going ahead to borrow from the T-bill market here, the end result the government may not have any option than to embark on another restructuring in the near future. And the powers that be should tread cautiously on this tangent now. Minister Nieden, now quick on the minority leaders.
That's right. Yeah.
Very true, because me uti say wabusu na katua dey asem ka 5,000 an akwaje bank loan dia koto car ana busu dia yeto 2,000
yeah
ana BBS 20 2,000 na bank ne to no bank ne say wa hold on until so no be ka asem bi ayeden area external debt restructuring na busu me so a o 5,000 ni nyina ayeden eba ho enti enema bia na wuntimi nya ni wo fie no ema utimi ye etimi ma obetwa nyema bebi like was expenditure betimi raise and there e dey akoso. So because Ghana we have defaulted or arranging to or we have deferred payment of the interest component constitute close to 7 billion abuama sidina ayeden to the larger extent are very stable. Now we and the change margin be so critical as Ghana for her. Medical can me no shall see na ma make time I debt exchange. You see the rate and even after 600 billion na million na
IMF
World Bank IMF edema ye no. So you see the intimi ginai eguso fractuity. What this means is that senior interest component ni ye jaikia ana buying it to us so yeah then interest components now the country would have been worse off than what we are saying. To summarize my submission, I think that we need a new approach in managing the affairs of this country. The same rhetoric, the same Bible quotation, the same rehead, the same representation will not help us out of the current economic challenges. We need to think outside the ocean. The current approach is not something that will yield the necessary results for Ghana for very well. Dr.
Obri Abo Yemfensi, I been say, and they will bra when Yamaya. Ghana for now, Oman Casadio Buja Monim said yes, Shishu Mofano. Yanni be in common one crime one tinswo, yea, and Omokache.
Sanyama when na Sevita Flache, a coso or mine when a ma youth no more mine no. Ama like we are provoking. You need tea, but first dear, you nim say me you baby some say I mean to me kasa. basesia omutia na omuso mbabe attack me kwa me dem family
amamuru nye because she say omuji covid is can covid na akoda da still omuji go tax ile bikura no omuji gas kan undi omuye.
Already we are complaining about the fuel prices, that the fuel prices is very high, so they should do something about it. And yesterday they are coming to increase the fuel. I think it will be very bad for we, the taxi and the commercial drivers.
The current state of Ghana, it's in a very deplorable and a bad state. Nothing is going on. Even when you are going to seek for a job opportunities, the managers of the company will just be tossing you, go and come. By the time you realize the little money you have on you as TNT gets embezzled.
The government is being unfair to the citizens because there are many taxes that has already been imposed on us and we are already paying for those ones. So bringing up the issue of fuel increment is going to worsen the cost of living for us.
Mimi say mi kutankola 3 ebi ko school 25 ebi 30 so 2 more na so obe ko school bia am be ko school bia mama ba ko 35 and ba ko so 30 ni na me so metifie say amenye adwuma me kunu na ekoba
fuel ni dey say dey high pa truly speaking high pa na o chena so mba be tu fuel mu pa chopa impenufo am wo a moye bibia ma ye Ghana mo hwe so na moye bibi fa ho mai because
it is a kind of rata begina and you know case watene corner na and then say because baomia na mu say ye pese ye susu said ye sika sama ho odin city a ye hwe ye botom say na Ghana for botom city sabra ye ka say Bank of Ghana ebegu in fact egu ano no sikadie basa akoso e Bank of Ghana nti na na governor ne twentwen ne na say wo report e wo so de beto mrase bedwafo nanim and honorable adongo say the budget the say ye Bank of Ghana so we there mean kept a moon some bebre nchrewo wa abra me Tonton Sansan to can you imagine say Bank of Ghana espene 1.3 trillion titisikano 1.3 trillion say what the motor and vehicle maintenance say boka mono chiampo eno mokoto ya ebedu say Kenoforiata one in the data bank debia say ye koye transaction international transaction na say ye kobobosia na ya tam data bank ya bata won say we financial advisor one na ahwe economy ni so me abedu he yo Dr. Mamadou Baumia we head of economic management team yes say nyanse wo wiase nyina say trim no one na run economy ni down say yo enti Ghana for there na mo ya fa ho ye Tonton Sansan and ye dia bremo honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa ne expose no tobo meba ye be breaking it down one by one wa bra ye kwere ba wa bra wutie me no kai say ye guso a ye cheska star 274 hash star 274 hash making sure say what dial na what to emano dodo na beto no no betre sika dodo a won sabeka and na Ghana for 90 said ye ne nra no ye chamu sika enano pay ewo Dwabo Ase dwumadie yi so it is star 274 hash efidie na sase etwa ne ho frede me wo so mu dodo na muguso mu twagum eti koso na twagum wo sabre ya yesika sabunye wo sabre ya na ya tete se ye ba beto fa ho buamu yi sika ni ye ho a ye de kwa koto fa ho na obi fra ye wonya sika pa ena odi otimu bi ena odi koto fa ho ni aka no na wo de ko hwe no ho kodi dwa said by a weekend be ko yi ama no wo so betiba decide no me say every week be a the 50,000 cedis and a toso said by a bechiche di ama Ghana for wa bra wuti ahwe program we na wo gisika gu botom star 274 hash dialysis here na fe what you power fm wo babu sa say promo yi a ye friend mensa ka promo yi e madodo say na opesa wo to ababa ku bia ye 5 cedis eti ubetiwa to do ubetiwa to aduonu ubetiwa to waha dodo na obeto no no na betre sika dodo a won sabeka eti star 274 hash star 274 hash Raf dodo ne to say Raf trinwi to bebrebe to say Raf trinwi egu ni ti so star 274 hash. Ya da waba. Ya ba Tonton Sansan. Dwabo Ase na ya trust we dwumadi so abono nsampa ho simedua 9 num. Kwame nkanye. Me de nchia bi me adehye bi enche bia. Me wo se mu bebre di mu birthday messages ahodo aba now. Afi so me dehye bia ono so ne wedding anniversary. Everybody di enche bia. Yeba sie.